Across the country, there are 122,000 people locked in cells the size of average bathrooms. Many of these people are there not only for days, weeks, or months at a time, but for decades. The in solitary confinement act put forth by Representative Cori Bush severely limits the use of solitary confinement, enhances due process protections, and creates oversight. The bill also ensures that people get at least 14 hours out of cell time so they can engage in meaningful programming that essentially helps them actually not only function every day while incarcerated, but be able to get the skills that they need for when they return back to home. Part of the reason that solitary exists and even persists is because of the people that it impacts are not even seen as human in the first place. In this case, it disproportionately affects Black and brown people. Most of the people that are in solitary confinement are there for minor offenses. I myself was placed in solitary confinement for cannabis use at a time where cannabis is being legalized all over the country. The place smells like death. It smells like chemicals. You can hear the sounds of other men crying, yelling, banging on the walls, kicking the doors. Some cells don't have no windows. You can go days without talking to someone. So when people think, well, why is it torture? It's torture because it eats at the human soul and it's a second-by-second attack on your soul. We send people to prison as punishment and not for punishment. Not being able to see my son walk for the first time, not being able to take my daughter, to her prom. That in itself is the punishment. And we can't get to the point where the cure is worse than disease. And we just need to do better.